another episode of Pedagogy Pods. I don't know what number it is, but it's a very special day for me. Ask me why.
Why it's a special number?
Well, I know you know that. Yet I'll say, today I have none other than Mrs. Narang with me. She's been my mentor. Anything and everything that we do, she's shaped us. And I think the 10th year of Pedagogics is a beautiful day to mark your presence here. Thank you so much for being here.
You know, it's too high praise. There's nothing that I did out of the extraordinary. वो मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ ना कि जिसके पास जितना देने के लिए होता है वो देता है. डिपेंड करता है कि लेने वाला कैसे लेता है. वो हाथ ऐसे करके लेता है कि हाथ ऐसे करके लेता है. तो आपने जो थोड़ा बहुत मेरे पास था आपने उसको हाथ खोल कर लिया तो आपको मिला.
And I am so happy that you have introduced me to ma'am, because she is now my mentor also. I learn so much from her. Whenever I meet her, I learn so much.
Now you know why we are here. We want to share with you. We want you also to have a piece of our mentor with you, have a talk, and find out many things. So today we are discussing something really important. All of us are very well qualified. We know the pedagogy like the back of our hand. So what is our learning curve? Where do we go to learn more? Do we really need to learn more? And as teachers, are we really the sage on the stage? Where are we? What should we do? I think I'll let ma'am take from here and then probably come.
As far as learning is concerned, you are alive only as long as you go on learning.
That is so true.
So you always have to keep on learning. Sometimes it's very clear to you what you have to do next. Sometimes it is not clear to you. And it is quite easy to become complacent with whatever you have achieved, So you just need somebody to give you a little nudge, to excite you with something that will motivate you to, take the next step. But I think successful people are intrinsically motivated to go on learning.
I would so agree. That's huge what you've just said, because I always feel that, sometimes you've just arrived at a job, but if you're not enjoying and you're not learning and you don't have the urge to learn more, I think you're just being there. And that's not the point of being in the profession that you are. We've spoken about this before, but we'll carry forward the thought. Meenakshi, what have you felt over the years that, when you were teaching in a classroom, did you ever have an urge that I wish someone was there to tell me what's right, what's wrong?
Always I wanted to learn each and every day of my life how to make my lessons better, how to deliver it better so that it reaches students to the core of the student's heart. And I tried my best, but I really felt sometimes that there should be a person to give that, okay, now you go on and this is the path, and just show the path.
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
I walk on my path.
Exactly. What's going right?
What's
wrong?
what's wrong,
Yeah.
and how can you do it more efficiently,
Yeah.
in a better manner, or to sometimes pat your back, yes, you did it so right. So that is the beauty of learning, ma'am.
I think what you're saying is that whoever is your coordinator, and then we are talking about the teaching profession, or your seniors teachers who have been there longer than you, or your principal, or whoever is supposed to be more experienced and leading you, that they should be engaged with you to see where you are,
Yeah.
and they should know what you are ready for.
True.
And sometimes you might not see it yourself that you are ready for it, but and that is the story of growth, na?
Absolutely.
That when a leader sees that this person is now ready for this, and they throw a challenge at you, or they give you a difficult task to do, or something out of the ordinary to do, and how you do it and how you deal with it, these are the things that identify the people who grow up and go up the ladder.
Yeah,
I think
I've
faith
given-
of somebody is very important in you.
Absolutely. Meenakshi, ma'am actually placed that faith in us. So I think I've quoted this before, but then I'll say it in front of you. There were parent orientation programs that used to happen in our school, and for our own class we had to do it, and we all know not all of us are really good in public speaking. In fact, the first time we were put, I had this paper, I was trying to rote learn. I can't rote learn to save my life. I have to understand to say what I need to say. So I was trying to rote learn and everything, and I took the mic and I started speaking. I was trembling like a leaf. I was sweating at the end of that. But believe me, on the other side, I had this different confidence about myself that, gosh, I could talk to so many people, and that confidence you placed in us by just putting us there in that situation. And you were just there to comfort us, standing at the back. Normally principals would sit in front and watch, and obviously they're supposed to do that. But you could always be somewhere in the crowd. We couldn't see you. There was nothing threatening about that environment. And that actually helped me realize maybe this is something that I'm good at.
Everybody wants to do their best. हर कोई चाहता है कि हम अपने से अच्छा करें, आगे बढ़ें, and public recognition is a huge thing.
It's a
it's a huge
And I think it's
validation.
about opportunities also, ma'am. I want to know कि how do you provide opportunity to teachers to go to grow, to shine?
$1,000,000 question.
How do you do that?
Just the realization that there is so much to be done. I know that I can do each one of those things individually myself, but I can't do all of them. And therefore, I have to delegate.
Yeah, delegate. That's the word. Delegation is a word I think that needs to come into schools, and we all need to understand it's okay to place trust in somebody's capabilities to do so. So we had this beautiful appraisal system that ma'am had designed, where I'm going to talk about it in a bit. I'll let ma'am lay foundation for it, and then I'll slip in to say, this is Meenakshi, how we knew what we were good at and how we improved ourselves to go to the next level.
This is a lesson that I learned quite early in life at a teacher training program where they were discussing the difference between assessment and evaluation. And that struck me so well. They said assessment is diagnostic. It tells you what to do, what is missing, right? But then you have to decide how to do it.
True.
It only tells you what to do. And then when you start thinking about how to do it and you start exploring, and as I said, I can't do everything myself. So how is Meenakshi going to do it? How is Meenakshi going to do it? What are their talents? What are their strengths? How can they do it? And you have to have space to allow them to make mistakes and fall.
Yes.
Failure is not making a mistake is not a failure. But the failure is not learning from that mistake and doing better the next time. And you have to have that patience, and sometimes you have to be there to pick up the pieces.
Yes, me along with many of my colleagues, and I know you're watching, and you must be smiling when we are saying this. We've made mistakes like anything.
And I'm so
we've
fearful of
grown in our
mistakes.
capacity. Yeah.
I'm so fearful of mistakes, ma'am. How do you handle the people? How do you give them confidence that
Throw.
it's all right to make mistakes?
So
And,
push. That's
But
what I
just
do to
keep
you.
yes, you always
if they
do
have
that.
made a mistake, you don't give up on them. Na? That's the
Yes,
whole
I
point, is
think
that
that
you
is
don't give up on
important.
them, you keep on trying, and you help them to evaluate why did this mistake happen.
Yeah.
Get them to reflect, get them to think, and then get them to plan for the next time.
Absolutely. So every day, it's not about I'm good every day. Of course, I'm doing my best, but is there a better best than what I'm doing? Is the joy is in knowing about that,
It
right?
is so true.
So we used to have this system which ma'am had actually put in place. Ma'am used to give us a choice of any one day to be observed, okay? But it wouldn't be a walk-in. It has to be a planned way. So what we used to do is we used to offer that this day I'm teaching this, therefore one can come and observe me. I need to have a pre-observation meeting with the one who are going to observe me, and those were my coordinator, the academic coordinator or the grade coordinator. And along with that, I could choose a peer teacher who would come and observe me. That gave me the comfort. So that was my comfort zone.
Wow,
that my peer
that
would
must
be
be
there.
very, very
Yeah.
comfortable for you, very soothing for you. That
Yeah.
people are there to help you, and you're
Exactly.
preparing and you're
It just
planning.
brings down the fears, the threats, and it made you very comfortable. So we used to have a pre-meeting where we would discuss, this is what we are doing. We will take inputs from our observers, and also we would tell them that this is what my focus is, so that they see it in the right light. They would observe, then ma'am will come in, ma'am will observe, and it used to be a 360-degree view of what I did in those 40 minutes or 1 hour that I had offered, and they will give me a true feedback for me to grow in my capacity, and I think that was beautiful. So thank you.
एंड मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है मैम कि जो मौके मिलते हैं ना वो बहुत ही ज़रूरी है. मौका मिले बगैर कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता. अवसर देना बहुत ज़रूरी है.
Yeah.
Opportunities always help people to grow. If you don't give opportunities, they will
But the
never
other
know what
person
their
has to
strength.
take the opportunity
Take
also.
that,
na?
that's true.
It's a two-way
Give
street.
and
It's
take,
not
yeah.
एक तरफ से नहीं होता
हाँ
है.
जी, हाँ जी.
You know, Meenakshi is being very coy about it. Let me share a little secret which happened some time back. Not going to name when, but I'm just going to tell everybody what happened. So, she is very good at what she does. She picks up technology very fast and she loves to apply it. And the minute you tell her, okay, so this capsule you're going to take, she's going to duck in the chair, become invisible in the crowd. So, just like what you taught us, I threw her in the pool. I said, no, you're going to do it. She did it, and the minute she typed the first thing, it didn't work. As always, technology had to play its role. She looked for me, Meenakshi, where are you? And I went missing deliberately. I was somewhere in the back of the room, and she regained her confidence and said, no, I think I'm going to do it. And she did it. She did it so beautifully.
And I felt so nice about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
later
can-
on,
I
that,
can
that,
imagine.
not that moment. That moment I was, where is this going?
She cursed me like anything. But believe you me, she had her moment there and she's brilliant at what she does, whether she believes or not. But I think what we've gained from you is giving and lending confidence in each other's capabilities is something that is absolutely important. Thank you so much for coming in here, sharing all of this with our viewers, and I hope you all have a takeaway today. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Meenakshi, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Two Meenakshis.
Who's always better than one, right? See you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.